दोस्तों स्वागत है आप सभी का हमारे YouTube चैनल मैथमेटिकल पाठशाला में। लास्ट लेक्चर में मैंने आपको सेपरेबल पॉलिनोमियल और उससे रिलेटेड कुछ बेसिक प्रॉपर्टीज़ दी थी एंड एक चीज़ देखी थी, अगर आपके पास कोई भी फील्ड है विद कैरेक्टरिस्टिक 0 देन एवरी इरेड्यूसिबल पॉलिनोमियल बिकम्स अ सेपरेबल पॉलिनोमियल, बट दैट प्रॉपर्टी मे नॉट बी ट्रू इन जनरल फॉर अ field with p characteristic. Okay, let me give you one example. Okay, before example, let's observe this property. Let f be a finite field, and I tell you the finite fields are very special types of field. You will get many different kind of properties in this finite field. So suppose f be a finite field, then every irreducible polynomial is separable over fx. I will tell you where the finiteness is required. If field is finite, then characteristic is going to be finite, that is for sure. So before proving this statement, let us observe one more thing. If px belongs to say capital Fx and I am working with the characteristic of field is a prime number, say characteristic of f is p, and I am saying p prime x is 0 if and only if px can be written as some q x to the power p for some q. So this is a very nice property which occur when you are in a field with p characteristic. In this scenario, your field may be finite, may be infinite, but this proof is somehow related to this proof. Let's observe the situation. The proof is straightforward. We have given this p is a polynomial and characteristic of f is p, and we are observing the condition when your derivative of the polynomial vanishes completely. So you see, you can assume this px will look like a naught plus a1x plus up to an x power n. P prime x is 0 if and only if a1 plus 2a2x plus up to an x power n minus 1 is 0 polynomial. But a polynomial is 0 if and only if the corresponding coefficients are 0. If and only if you can say ai is 0 for all I is 1, 2 up to n, because coefficients are ai. Now we are in a field, so ai is 0. This will imply either I is 0 or ai is 0, but you are in a different kind of field. You are in a field with finite characteristic. So if I is 0, this implies p divides I or ai is 0, because if you see, if ai divides p, then that is not meaningful to take that coefficient into this polynomial. That will be automatically 0, because characteristic of field is p. So if some constant is a multiple of p, that is going to be 0 automatically. So I am not writing here this p divides ai. If p divides ai, then in the original polynomial we will not take that term. So if either p divides I or ai is 0. So I am omitting this condition because this is meaningless, because if it is 0, then we will take in this 0. So that means your p divides I. P divides I, and what is I here actually? I is the coefficient of this. If you take the original px, then it will look like say a naught plus a1 x power say p I1. Because p divides I, where I is the power of this x, you can see here your power is 1, next in the next your power is 2, in the last your power is n. So this p divides power of your indeterminate. So a1 x power p I minus 1, this I can assume, because p divides I, that means this I will this exponent will look like some p times I1. a2 x power say p I2 plus up to a n x to the power say p I n. Now you can see this px is of this format, qx to the power p, where q is a0 plus a1x power i1 plus up to an x power in. And these every condition is if and only if condition. So p prime is identically 0 if and only if px is same as q of x power p for some polynomial q in fx. So this is a nice property which occur in characteristic of f is p. So here you can assume, because f is a finite field, so its characteristic must be finite. So characteristic of f can be assumed to be a prime number p. And we need to show that every irreducible polynomial is separable over fx. Let px be an irreducible polynomial in capital Fx. So if it is an irreducible polynomial, you can see the only factors of px will be either 1 or p, and we know that p is separable if and only if p and p prime are relatively prime. But you have observed what is the problem when you are in a field with finite characteristic. Your problem is when your p prime is completely 0, because here you cannot say a degree of p prime will be n minus 1 exactly. That is not necessary always in case of finite characteristic. Your problem occur when your p prime vanishes completely. If it does not vanish completely, say degree of p prime is some natural number, then p and p prime will not have any common factor, because only factors of p are 1 and px itself. P is of degree n and 1 is a constant polynomial, and degree of p prime suppose is at least 1, but it cannot be n because it is a derivative. So p and p prime cannot have any common factor, so their GCD will be 1, so they must be irreducible. So problem occur when your p prime vanishes completely, but p prime is 0 if and only if this in a characteristic of finite field, if and only if this px can be written as say q x power p for some qx belongs to, till now I haven't used the finiteness. Suppose your qx looks in this format, say a0 plus a1x plus up to an x power n. Then your px will be of the format a0 plus a1x power p plus a2 x power 2p plus up to an x power np. You will have like this. Now whenever f is finite, then we know that every element can be written as a pth power of element. If f is finite, in the last lecture we proved by using the Frobenius endomorphism, every element of f can be written as a pth power of some other element of f. So this a0 can be written as say b0 power p. This a1 say can be written as b1 power p, x power p, plus up to say this can be written as bn power p, x n power p. This since f is finite field. Otherwise I cannot write this step. And also I know that in a field with characteristic p, I have this thing, a plus b power p is same as a power p plus b power p. This is true for every a and b when I am in a finite characteristic field. So by using this property I can write is as b0 plus b1 x power plus up to bn x power n whole power p. This I can write. That means if p is not separable, then p will be reducible. So from here we can observe we have used this condition. If suppose this situation occur, suppose if p prime is completely 0, then you can write your px as a some polynomial to the whole power p, and p is a prime number. So p is at least 2. That means you have factorized your px. This implies p is reducible, which is a contradiction. This contradiction is arising because we assume our p prime is identically 0. That means this p prime is not identically 0, and if p prime is not identically 0, then p and p prime has GCD 1. This implies we will not have this case. So this will force us, this p is separable, and this is coming from this p prime is non-zero. So first our p prime is non-zero, and then our p will be separable. So this property we are having when f is a finite field, otherwise we cannot have this property. I give you one homework, आप try करना. We will be discussing this into finite fields, but the concept we have studied till now you can attempt by these properties. Suppose I give you a field with p elements, or you can say this is z by pz. You can assume I give you this polynomial, say x power p power n minus x. This is defined over fpx. Try to find the splitting field for this polynomial over fp. So this is your homework. Find the splitting field of x to the power p power n minus x over fp. And if you have found this splitting field, then you will get the existence of a finite field. For a given prime p and a given natural number n, there always exists a finite field with p power n elements. So the splitting field for this polynomial will be your finite field with p power n elements. So this is a very special type of polynomial which actually gives the origin to finite fields with p power n elements, and you are getting an idea how to proceed, because this x power p power n minus 1 has exactly p power n roots and all will be distinct, because this polynomial we have proved this is separable over fp. It is separable over fp, so it will have distinct p to the power n roots. So you collect all the roots and then try to claim that the roots you are collecting, all those roots form a subfield for the splitting field of fp. So you claim that the roots you have collected from this polynomial are going to form a subfield for the splitting field for this polynomial, and then you claim that collection is actually the splitting field, because the splitting field is unique up to isomorphism or unique up to field isomorphism. So this is a very nice exercise. The concept you have studied, by using those concepts you can do this problem. We will be discussing in details in the finite fields. That will be coming into after 3 or 4 lectures. And if you have suppose you are having a problem in proving, then take some particular examples. You choose some particular values of p and some particular values of n and try to observe what are the roots of this polynomial, and you will have an idea. That is actually the way of studying anything. If you are not comfortable with any statement, you try to do some particular examples to feel comfortable. Now let us define separable extension. This lecture is the last lecture on basic field theory. After this lecture we will start Galois theory. Let K be an extension of a field F. K is called separable over F if every element alpha belongs to K is a root of some separable polynomial over fx. That means that polynomial is defined over this fx structure. Equivalently, you can write this definition also. Equivalently, I am writing from here, alpha belongs to k, or minimal polynomial of alpha over ka over f is separable. For every alpha belongs to k, minimal polynomial of alpha over f is separable. You can use this definition also. Both are equivalent. From this to you can come to this, and from this you can reach up to this. So both are equivalent definitions. This is looking little difficult task. How to verify whether for every element there is a separable polynomial or not. Let's see this simple example first. Q square root 2 over q. See, if you choose any element from q square root of 2, then if alpha belongs to say q, then you have this polynomial x minus alpha. This is being irreducible. Every irreducible polynomial over a characteristic with 0 is separable. So this is a separable polynomial containing alpha as a root. So you can define this polynomial, this is defined over q. Now the another chance is, suppose alpha is root 2. Then you will have a polynomial, say x square minus 2. This is separable because it is irreducible over q. Or more precisely, you can say, if I give you any finite extension, then it is going to be separable over q. Suppose say k be any extension of q and the degree of k over q is finite, then k is separable over q. Let's observe how. Because every finite extension is algebraic extension. If you choose any element, say let alpha belongs to k be any element of k, and this k is algebraic extension, so you will get a minimal polynomial for this alpha. So you will write minimal polynomial of alpha over q over q. This is an irreducible polynomial, and irreducible polynomials over a field with 0 characteristic are always separable. So this is a separable polynomial. So cases with the 0 characteristic fields are easy, but cases with the p characteristic are little bit tricky. So let's write the definition and let's see some properties. Let us define perfect field. A field with a characteristic p is called perfect. Let me write a field, say f, if with characteristic p is called perfect if f is equal to fp. That means every element of f can be written as a pth power of some other element, or you can say f is contained in fp and fp is contained in f structure. Field with a 0 characteristic are trivially परफेक्ट. तो जितने भी फील्ड होंगे 0 कैरेक्टरिस्टिक की वो हमेशा परफेक्ट होंगे, बिकॉज यू ऑलवेज हैव f इज सेम एज f पावर 0. okay, not f power 0 because that will not be defined. So this you understand by convention. A field with a 0 characteristic are trivially perfect. So this you can write by convention. Let's write this statement. Every algebraic extension every algebraic extension K over F is separable if and only if F is perfect. So this is a very powerful tool. Every algebraic extension K over F is separable if and only if F is a perfect field. See, if you see the case when F is with a zero characteristic, then case is easy. If characteristic of F is 0, then this will imply you have to prove, suppose I am okay, that is, then one side is easy. Every algebraic extension K over F, if K is with zero characteristic, then by definition F is perfect. So no need to prove one way. The other way around, so we prove this side. This F is perfect by definition, and we need to prove that every algebraic extension K over F is separable. Let's see how we can proceed. Let K over F be an algebraic extension. If this is an algebraic extension, then every element of K will be algebraic over F. You choose any arbitrary element. Let alpha be any arbitrary element of K. Then since the extension is algebraic, so this alpha must possesses the minimal polynomial. So this imply minimal polynomial, this serves our purpose. So this will be a separable polynomial because we are dealing with the zero characteristic field. So this is a required separable polynomial with alpha as a root. So when you are having a characteristic zero field, then the proof is simple. But if you have a field with a p characteristic, then case is little tricky. Let's see the proof. Let K over F be an algebraic extension. So this we have given. Suppose K over F be separable. So we prove that this F is actually a perfect field. So this we need to show that this F is a perfect field. And without loss of generality, you can assume the characteristic of F is P, because if characteristic of F is 0, then automatically this F is a perfect. So without loss of generality, assume characteristic of F is a prime number, say P. But we need to show that this F is a perfect. We need to show that this F is actually same as Fp. That means if I choose any arbitrary element of F, that can be written as some pth power of some other element. Let A be any arbitrary element of K. Define this polynomial, say Fx, which is x power P minus A. So this polynomial will have some root. This polynomial will have some root. Say B is a root. Let B is a, and this is defined over Kx. Let B is a root of Fx. We do not know whether this root B lies in K or not. We do not know. If it is in K, then proof is done, because f of B is 0. Then it will give you B power P minus A barabar 0. This will give you A barabar B power P. So if P belongs to K, then you can write your element A as a okay. Let's make a simple change. Let's choose this A from F. We have to prove that F is a perfect field, not K. So choose A from F. Then this polynomial is defined over F. So if B belongs to F, then we are done, because you can write your A as a some element from F to the power P. That means your F is same as Fp. So in this scenario we are done. If B is not in F, then what can you do? Let's see if B is not in F. This Fx is x power P minus A. If you see F prime x, your F prime x is Px power P minus 1, which is actually 0, because you are in a field with a field with a P characteristic. So every root of F is a multiple root. Every root of F is multiple root. And one more thing, you can write this A as a B power P, that we can write. Not inside F, but inside some bigger field we can write. So you can see this Fx can be written as x power P minus A power P, B power P. This is possible in some bigger field, but this is same as x minus B power P. So you can write Fx as a x minus B power P. So from here we see this Fx is x minus B power P. That means this B is a multiple root of P. This B is a multiple root of P. B is a multiple root of P. And you are saying that K over F be an algebraic extension. This is our hypothesis. So if B is a multiple root of P, then we can directly say this F is not separable. This implies F is not separable. Is this a contradiction? Yeah, actually this is a contradiction, because if you choose K to be Fb, then this K is equal to Fb over F. This is algebraic extension because B is a root of this polynomial. So degree of this polynomial will be a degree of this extension will be a finite. Its degree can be at most P. So this Fb over F, this B is a root of this polynomial which is defined on F. So this is a polynomial which is satisfying B. So minimal polynomial of B must divide this polynomial. So degree of this extension will be at most P. So this is a finite extension. So if it is a finite, then it is algebraic, because every finite extension is algebraic extension. So this is an algebraic extension, and you are saying every algebraic extension is separable if and only if your base field is perfect. But this is a separable extension, but this is not a this is an algebraic extension, but this is not separable. So this is a contradiction, because this is not separable, because you are having a polynomial which is not which is not separable polynomial containing B as a root. So this F is not separable, and moreover you note down this is a minimal polynomial for this B actually, because I am saying this is the minimal polynomial of B over F, because you are able to write this F as a x minus B power P. So every root of this f is b. So if you reduce this polynomial, you will have x minus b to the power something into x minus b to the power something. But that you cannot write because b is not available in f. So if b is not in f, it says that this f is irreducible. So by using this, you can say this f is irreducible. If this f is irreducible, this is a monic polynomial, this is irreducible, it is satisfying b, so this has to be the minimal polynomial for b. So if it is the minimal polynomial and you are saying an extension is separable if every element alpha, for that the minimal polynomial is separable, but for this f is not separable, so this extension is not separable. So in particular, if you choose k to be f of b, this is not separable. So this is contradicting to our hypothesis that k over f is separable extension. This is not separable. So this is the contradiction here, and this contradiction is arising because if you have chosen b is not is inside f, so this will force choose b to be a member of f. But if b is a member of f, then nothing to prove. You can choose a is equal to b power p. So this f is a perfect. Now let's observe the converse part. Converse is that suppose k over f be an algebraic extension and f be a perfect field. Then to show that this k over f is separable extension. To show that this k over f is a separable extension, what we need to show that if I choose an arbitrary element of k, then I should be able to find a separable polynomial inside f containing alpha as a root. Let alpha be any arbitrary element of k, and this k is algebraic over f. Suppose alpha be any arbitrary element of k, I choose minimal polynomial of alpha over k that definitely exists because k over f is separable. So I am saying this is the separable polynomial containing alpha as a root or has alpha as a root. So clearly this the alpha is a root of this polynomial, and what remains to show that this is a separable polynomial. If m alpha f x is not separable, this implies let me take this as a p polynomial. P prime will be 0 because this is an irreducible polynomial, because by definition minimal polynomial is irreducible. So if it is irreducible, its only factors are some constant or this polynomial itself, and we know that a polynomial is separable if and only if p and p prime has GCD 1. But if p prime vanishes completely, you cannot compare the GCD. So that means this p prime has to be 0 if it is inseparable. If it is inseparable, your p prime has to be 0 because you are having two choices. From here, you are having two choices. Either degree of p prime is bigger than or equal to 1 or p prime vanishes completely. If degree of p prime is bigger than or equal to 1, then directly this is a separable polynomial, because the only factors of minimal polynomial are minimal polynomial and 1, and degree of p prime is bigger than 1 and it will be less than or equal to always n minus 1, because degree of p you can assume to be n. So if you compare the factors, only constant will be common, otherwise there will be no common term. So this will imply a GCD of p and p prime will be 1 or some constant. So if this GCD is 1, then this implies P is separable. So nothing to prove. So if you have this choice, then P is separable. But if you suppose P prime is vanishing completely, suppose P prime is 0, then you can assume P prime is 0 if and only if P can be written as in this format when you are in a field with a P characteristic. So you can assume, say, Q is looking like A0 plus A1x plus up to say AM x power m. Suppose it is looking like this. Then your Qx power P will look like, say, A0 plus A1x power P plus up to AM x power MP. It will look like this. But you have not used this fact that F is a perfect field. If F is a perfect field, then every element of F can be written as a pth power of some other element. So A0 can be written as, say, some B0 power P plus A1 can be written as, say, B1 power P x power P plus, say, AM can be written as BM power P x power MP. This I am using since my F is perfect. Otherwise I cannot use this fact. So if F is a perfect, so you can see this this is same as B0 plus B1x plus up to Bm x power m whole power P. So if P prime is vanishing completely, then your P will become reducible. This P is reducible because this you can write this into its power. You can take P minus 1 or P minus 2 because P is at least 2. So this P is reducible. This implies P is reducible. But that is a contradiction because minimal polynomial, the way you define minimal polynomial, it is by definition irreducible polynomial. So this contradiction comes because of this P prime is getting completely vanished. But that is not possible because if you take this, you have a contradiction. So this will force us that degree of P prime will be in between 1 and n minus 1. But then their GCD will be always 1 or some constant. But then your P will be a separable. If P is separable, then I am done. Then my K over F is a separable extension. What I have used here, the main thing is F is a perfect field. So in a particular case, you can say if you are having a perfect field, then every finite extension is separable extension. So you can say in a particular case, particularly if F is perfect, that implies every finite extension of F is separable. Now you can construct plenty of examples by using this corollary. If suppose F is a perfect, you choose this Q and you take any finite extension of Q, then it is going to be a separable by previous theorem. So you take any finite extension, then it is going to be a separable extension. So what can you say about this? If I choose Fp, this field, and if I choose a polynomial, okay, not a polynomial, if I choose any finite extension of this, then that is going to be a separable because Fp is a perfect field. Because being a finite field, every finite field by definition it is perfect. That we have already seen because every element can be written as a pth power. So if you choose any finite extension of this Fp, in particular, say this, say Fx is x to the power Pn minus x. Now you find a splitting field splitting field of fx over fp, then this splitting field is actually a separable extension of fp. Why? Because if you find the splitting field, what you need to prove, you need to insert these p power nth roots of this equation in the minimal extension of fp. So if you put your roots in this, suppose you take any extension f of fp, and this f contains every root of this polynomial, so this extension will be a finite extension. Why it is finite? Because if you choose any element, that must be an algebraic element, because that must satisfy this this equation, and this equation is of degree p power n. So this extension will be of at the most degree p power n. So this is finite, hence it is algebraic. If it is algebraic extension, then by this corollary you can say fp being a perfect field, this is splitting field be the separable extension over fp. Okay, for a particular case, let's observe this situation. Suppose I choose p to be 2, n to be, say, suppose n to be I choose a 2. Then I have this equation x to the power 4 minus x. This is x, x cube minus 1. You collect all the roots of this equation. The roots will be 0, 1, omega, omega square. These 4 will be roots, where omega is a third primitive root of unity. So you are having this situation. Now you construct the splitting field for this. The splitting field will be like this. You are creating over fp, so it will be fp omega. This is the splitting field, and this degree will be exactly 2, because omega is a the minimal polynomial for omega is of degree 2. So by using this corollary, this extension is a separable extension. इससे ज़्यादा मुझे लगता नहीं किसी एग्जाम में आपसे पूछा जाएगा सेपरेबिलिटी के बारे में. तो अभी इस चैप्टर को ख़त्म करते हैं. अब नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे गैल्वा थ्योरी. आप लोग ट्राई करना डमिट एंड फूटे के जितने भी क्वेश्चंस आप इसके लगा सको, जितने भी पॉसिबली आपसे लग सकें वो आप ट्राई करना. दैट विल हेल्प यू टू बेस सम स्टैंडर्ड टेक्निक्स. चलिए अब हम मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस लेक्चर.